Dear Carly Lewis, after years of being messy and exposing other people's secrets.
But I'm trying to figure out why you relayed a message at my party when I hired you.
Give it up for Carly finding her long-time love life at the age of 45.
In the morning when the sun starts to rise, so mama don't stress your mind. So mama don't stress your mind.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into my channel. It's your girl Nesha here, back in the cut once again. Welcome to all of my subscribers. Today's review is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 8 Episode 6, alright? Scrap DeLeon. Now, he doing team too damn much in this episode, honey. He is feeling himself because the people at the parole office told him, you are approved. You can go ahead and go home. Now, y'all know he still got stipulations, so he's supposed to be on the straight and narrow, make sure he's not around anybody that have any legal, any criminals, okay? He's not supposed to be around any criminals. He can't get in any fights. He can't, anything that'll have the police officers coming to his doorstep, he can't be a part of. And you know how I know that? Because I had a family member that literally somebody lied and called the police on him. Guess what? There was an automatic warrant out for his arrest. Like, it's crazy how the system is. This is serious. Yeah, you happy because you made parole, but you better make sure you do what you're supposed to do, because if you don't, you're going to end up right back in jail, honey. And you're going to be there long time, okay? And so his mom is trying to get him to understand that. And the example she brought up is, what, you and Tiara, what's this? She popping you in the face. I'm hearing about it from your stepsister. What's going on? And he's like, yeah, I understand. You know, I didn't hit her. She hit me, though. But still, if that girl was to call the police, and I'm saying this myself, if that girl was to call the police and say, she can even say, oh, he tapped me on the face and I heard and I need an ambulance, they're going to arrest him. And I don't think he understands how serious it is. And his mom is like, look, I've been through the system before. I know how the system works. You think it's a joke, but it really isn't a joke. You need to take this serious. You need to guard the people that you're around. While we're talking about guarding the people that you're around, what the hell is this video I see with Tommy? And he's like, oh, well, you know, I just saw her. It's not a big deal. There's video of you hugging a criminal. What you mean it's not a big deal? You're not supposed to be associated with this type of people. You are on parole. Like, what part don't you understand? And then on top of all of that, she has to ask him, what's going on with Moniece? Why are you doing Moniece like that? Then he says, oh, Moniece is just my friend. We're not, we're dating. We're not exclusive. And I'm like, seriously, dude? You're doing the most. You know how Moniece feels about you. And what I hate about this situation, even though it's a storyline, y'all, even though it's a storyline, I'm just going to say, because there's a lot of people that go through this. What I hate about this situation is it happens all the time. You'll have girls calling dudes that are in jail. They'll be sending them money. They'll be going out to visit them, spending hours on the phone with them, promises, sweet nothings, all of that. And then as soon as they get out, they become a totally different person. And I hate that that had to happen to Moniece, if it really did happen. I hate that that had to happen to her because it sucks, okay? He is not trying to be exclusive with anybody. He literally used you as a person to talk to. You know, as horrible as it sounds, he didn't want you, little booty. You know, he want to be out here doing the most.com with everybody else, okay? So I really don't like that. And I don't like how he tried to check his sister, his half-sister that he just found out about 5 minutes ago. I don't like how he tried to check her, too, and say, why you telling my business? First of all, you needed her to pick you up, okay? We talking like daycare. She had to pick you up, sign you out, and then she had to go drop you back off, sign you in, okay? So I need you to humble yourself and stop telling her to tell your business, because all of that happened in her house, okay? She is entitled to tell your mama that that girl tried to knock the daylights out of you because she ain't like the way you were treating her, which really, if she would stop coming around and trying to throw that thing at you, then she wouldn't be hurt. Now, Jock, y'all know he's with Kendra or whatever, and they're exclusive, okay? He claiming his girl. How about that, Scrap DeLeon? So anyway, so he's with his girl and they're sitting at home and she's trying on dresses or whatever, trying to get ready for the engagement party that Carly and her boo Mo is having. And he's trying to talk her out of it. He's like, no, I just came down with the 72-hour flu. I can't go nowhere. I got to stay in the house. And she's like, look, we're going. This is why we're going. Because Nesha gives this whole spiel about why she feels like she can go. And he thinks that because she's a lawyer, she's skilled at this type of stuff, right? She is good at negotiating and getting people. She's persuading people to do what she wants them to do. So he's like, look, you won. So basically, they're going to end up going to the party later on. And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Now, Spice and her black hypocrisy, okay? So we have, basically, Spice is not going to bleach her skin. She just said that to make a statement. She did the videos or the pictures just to make a statement that if I'm lighter, I'll get more respected, or I get more opportunities, or people take me more serious. She just feels like hyperpigmented people are just not, they don't have as many privileges as other people. And I'm not going to get into that arena of, is she right or is she wrong? Okay, I've already told y'all several times before, I believe there is truth to that. I've seen that there is truth to that, but I'm not one person that's going to literally stay on it and drain it if I'm not actively doing something to change the public's perception, or if I'm not actively doing something to correct the problem. I'm just going to keep my opinion to myself. I agree. I understand what she's doing. I just did not like how she did. She explains it to Shekinah. She explains it to Tokyo. They understand, they can relate. Shekinah tells us about how she used to have little bitty hair. And I can relate to that because when I was younger, my little boy, my ponytail was like that. And my mama had nerve put a dang bow on there. I was like, girl, you play too damn much. But anyway, so I can understand what she means with the little bitty hair. But she said she always wanted to date an Indian man or have an Indian baby daddy because she did not want her kids to have to go through the same thing that she had to go through. And then Tokyo could understand because of, what was Tokyo talking about? She was always the pretty girl, but I can't remember how she related. I can't remember that part. If you remember, put it down below. But anyway, so they both could understand where Spice was coming from. They're happy that Spice is not going to bleach her skin, but Spice did leave it as like, maybe I will, I don't know, like, it's still a possibility. I'm like, Spice, just leave it alone. Just let it go. Just let it die. Just let it go. Plus, she posted this picture right here, and she's talking about her beautiful melanin, so I don't think she's going to change her skin color anytime soon, okay? All right, now, Akbar and Moniece. They're supposed to be working on an EP together, and Moniece is literally pissed off with Akbar because she has not been holding up her end of the deal, okay? You're supposed to come in here and make some music, but she hasn't been doing that. If y'all don't remember who Akbar is, she's the one with her cousin is Candy from Escape, and she came over and she dropped the first and last month's rent so that Akbar could move into Buckhead with her son, because remember, she's trying to get her kids back. I think she got like 5 kids. Akbar tells her, you know me, I've been going through it. I just haven't been really feeling in the spirit to go rapping. Her son, I couldn't even get his name. I think it's Derivian or something like that. Anyway, so remember, she showed him in like an episode or 2 ago when she moved into Buckhead, okay? And they had a little moment, that little emotional moment, okay? So anyway, he stole her headphones and then sold them at school, okay? So she's having some issues with him. And that's why she hasn't really been, her spirit hasn't been there. Like, she hasn't been really wanting to rap. She hasn't had the energy. And I'm like, girl, you should be motivated because she only paid your first and last month's rent. Now, if you wanted a place to stay for a month, you should have just got an Airbnb, sweetie, because you got to get out here and make some money so that you can pay the rest of these bills, because Candy just came through for the first and last month's rent, okay? I just want you to remember that. She ain't paid for a year. She paid your first and your last month. So she said she's going to do better, and we're going to move on from that. All right, y'all. So Carly Red and Mo, they're actually trying to have a baby boy, and I'm like, girl, how old are you? Because if you, I'm like, girl, now, I'm not saying that you can't be 50 years old and plus and have a baby. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're a little bit older, sis. You may not want to put your body through that, okay? But anyway, so she talks about how she's been on her cycle for a whole month. And I was like, sheesh, I don't know why. Like, the doctor said he was going to run some tests to make sure everything's okay, to make sure, I guess, that she can conceive. And she also said, well, you know, we're going to freeze these eggs, but what if I just so happen to get pregnant on my own? And he's like, well, you're more likely to have a miscarriage if you do that on your own. And I'm just like, look here, child. this too much. This is absolutely too much. I'm like, listen, Carly, I think you might want to rethink this. You might not want to be having a baby right now, just like that. Now, and I don't want to shit on nobody's dreams, because I do believe that people deserve to have their own children. You know, not everybody want to adopt or get a surrogate to do that for them. Some people want to just have their baby themselves. But sometimes, sis, if it's a high risk potential, or if you just, sis, it's going to be hard on your body the older that you are. That's all I'm saying. And I just really hope that if she is able to carry, that it is a successful pregnancy, obviously. But if she's not, that she's able to just go through a surrogate and get it done that way. Carly Red's engagement party, y'all. Okay, so, you know, it was good. It was a beautiful event. You know, she hired Shay Mack, so Shay Mack was there on the ones and twos. You had young Jock, he showed up with Kendra. Okay, now it was a little awkward because Kendra is now aware that the relationship between, or not the relationship, I think they were just messing around, but between Jock and Carly Red overlap between hers and young Jock. So, you know, she's aware of this. She's okay with it. She's confident in herself. I love a woman that's like that. You know, at least she appeared to be. And so she comes to the party. Everybody's just shocked. The awkward moment comes to where they're over there and they walk over to greet Carly Red and her fiance, okay? And so it was just awkward. First of all, Jock walked up and he's already, hey y'all, hey, you know, I wasn't gonna come, you know, it was a little, you know, I wasn't gonna come. And she was like, no, it's fine, you know, we're fine. This is like my brother now. Like, this is like my brother. We're brother and sisters. Like, we're family. And she's like, Kendra's like, well, that's a stretch. I don't know if I would say family, but okay. And so, you know, she got to throw a little shade towards Kendra and say that, you know, she's boring or whatever. But that was awkward, sis. How you gonna say y'all brothers and sisters? So you smashing brothers now? Pooh has convinced Shay Mack to read a letter from Pooh to Carly Red. Now we already know how Carly Red feels about Pooh. She does not want Pooh within her circle. She doesn't want to entertain her. She don't want to swap energies. She's just like, look, you're just not my cup of tea anymore. What we had was what we had. It was just like a breakup. You know what I mean? We good, sis. I just don't want you in my circle anymore. I don't like the way you feeling up on my man. I just don't like it. Now, Pooh insists on saying that Carly Red slept with her husband, which I can't even remember his name. That's how irrelevant he is, I guess. Like, I can't remember the dude's name. Was it Herm? I can't remember his name, okay? But anyway, we're not talking about him. We're talking about his wife. So she sends a letter via Shay Mack to the party. Now, Shay Mack, let me say this. You have been hired to do a job. First of all, you were upset that she didn't allow you to play your music. Which I'm like, sis, you just said like 2 episodes ago how broke you was and how you just need to make your own money and how you just wanted to get out and do your own thing. Now you have opportunities, you messing them up by getting mad because a person doesn't want you to play your music. It's her engagement party. Secondly, you get mad because she acts like she doesn't know you. And forgive me, y'all, I can't remember what their relationship was like, so fill me in. But you get mad because she acts like she doesn't know you, you know, and then you feel in some type of way. So you go to the enemy, which is Pooh. You tell Pooh about this. Pooh gives you a letter to read at the party to kind of expose Carly, to embarrass Carly. The fact that you did that and you felt justified for doing that, I'm like, oh, hell no. See, that's why your ass ain't got no job right now, okay? Y'all, I was too mad. I think my blood pressure went up 1 or 2 notches because I was upset. How the hell you gonna come to this girl party and embarrass her like that? That's just wrong. You don't do that. Anyway, y'all, with that said, your girl is out of here. Go ahead and get into the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Let me know what I missed. Let's talk about it. Until next time, bye.
Yeah, low key, maybe high key. I been peeped that you like.